Hey, what's going on, everybody? So welcome to Rambling TV, where I normally talk about a little bit of everything, or normally the things that really catch my eye, catch my interest. And today I'm gonna talk about boxing, and basically what I'm gonna hit up is the Canelo Alvarez situation, which is right now. This is all according to a post that I saw from Michael Benson. And mind you, take it with a grain of salt, because Michael Benson also hasn't confirmed this 100%, which is the funny thing is, because he also is like, basically he put according to ESPN, which is like, take it with a grain of salt, because it's not my saying, but it's according to ESPN saying. So let's jump into it. So right now we got supposedly a one-fight deal. This is obviously got to be coming from Al Heyman, which is the one-fight deal that they're offering to Canelo Alvarez to basically fight Jamal Charlo. Now, before everybody gets crazy, this, for me personally, my opinion, is one of the best fights that I've been wanting to see. I'm not going to say this is the best fight that can happen, but this is one of the best ones. Now, to me, I think this fight makes a lot of sense. Jamal Charlo has been crying and calling out Canelo Alvarez, I believe, for like the past 5 years. This is something that he's been wanting for a very long time. So I feel like this is something for his career to move forward and to jump on to the next level in his career. Also for Canelo Alvarez, this is just like, something for him to consider, due to the fact that Jamal Charlo really is champion and is also undefeated, since so far Canelo Alvarez has been beating undefeated fighters. Now we have another offer, but this is coming from Eddie Hearn, I assume, because of these two fighters obviously run with Eddie Hearn, which is a 2-fight deal that Eddie Hearn is offering, which is Dimitri Bivol and Triple G. Now, take in consideration that Canelo Alvarez has fought Triple G not once but twice. There's been a lot of controversy on the first fight, which has been an amazing fight. I won't forget it. And the first fight, to me, I believe that Triple G won that one, and unfortunately he got robbed. And the second one, people would say that Triple G won, but in my eyes, I have to be real with you guys, and I gotta say Canelo Alvarez clearly dominated the second one. He was clearly in control, and I believe he took the second one. So in my eyes, between Triple G and Canelo, I see it 1-1. Which is, to me, they deserve to go one more for the tiebreaker to see, winner takes all last. But you know what? There's also, before all of this, there was talk about the cruiserweight, Canelo jumping up there and taking pictures with Makabu. And I'm just saying, to jump up to cruiserweight, it's a career move. It's not really a money situation, a money move, because he's not going to gain as much money as he normally does. But I'm pretty sure he was willing to jump up to cruiserweight just to make his career move to be the first one, or the first maybe Mexican to actually be the champion at cruiserweight, or at a few divisions at the same time. I see Canelo's trying to make these type of statements for his career, which is cool, because I always say, in my opinion, there's two routes you could take in a lot of sports, right? You can either take the money route, which is, hey, let's go maybe an easier route, but it's more money. Or you can go the career route, which is possibly less money and a bigger move for your career, which is like, basically, when you get to the Hall of Fame, you're going to be known for whatever records you put out, right? So those are the only two things. Sometimes I see you can have both, but that's very rare. So like I said, everything is according to this post by Michael Benson, as you guys can see here. And at the bottom, you can see it's all according to ESPN, my people. So let's take this with a big grain of salt. We don't know what's really happening. We do know that supposedly Jamal Charlo said that he has received the offer from Canelo Alvarez. So the way I see it is that, I mean, hey, the money train only comes once. You know, you've been crying for this fight for so long. You've been calling out for so long. You've been doing all these, you know, talks about Canelo in any and every interview that you always get. So you might as well accept the fight and do what you got to do. You know, as for the other two fights, I'm not going to negate it, because Dimitri Bivol is a good, decent fight. I'm not going to say that none of these fights are garbage. I'm not going to say that none of these fights are trash. But to me, all three fights are good. But the way I would state it, in my opinion, if I was Canelo, if these were the only three that actually has made an official offer, well, then I would just obviously take Jamal Charlo first. Because to me, I think that generates a bigger fight. To me, that is a bigger fight over the other two. Dimitri Bivol, he's a decent fighter. He's very good, don't get me wrong. But I feel like he lacks in a few things against Canelo. So it's not really much of a good fight. And the Triple G, I mean, come on, my people. We seen it once. We seen it twice. You know, the first one, Triple G put up a really good fight. I felt like he won that one. The second one, it wasn't just enough to win the fight. That's why I think, hands down, Canelo definitely won the second one. So I feel like for the third one, due to the fact that Triple G is now 40 years old, I believe, and he hasn't really had that tough fight lately. He hasn't had that, or you know what? He hasn't had that eye-opening fight to make you go, wow, you know, Triple G's back on. Triple G is the Triple G that was rising and upcoming, and you know, this boogeyman of the division that everybody was saying at that time. You know, I think that Canelo has fought the best Triple G the first fight and in the second fight. But for some reason, I feel like Triple G is slowing down. But it could also be a trick. It can be a trick because I know he's been waiting for this third fight. I know this is something that Triple G has been wanting. So it could also be that Triple G decided, or is deciding, to take easier fights to conserve the wear and tear on his body. Because you got to understand something. If you conserve yourself and you save the wear and tear on your body, and then all of a sudden you go all out, you max out on that one fight that you've been waiting for, I mean, hey, anything can happen. You know, I believe, like I always say, one punch can change the whole boxing game. So basically, in boxing, you can't count nobody out, no matter what their record is, no matter how good they are, how slow their hands are, or how lacking in power it may seem to you. But at the end of the day, anything can change the game. A lot of people has changed the game in these past years. But all I'm saying is that, as for me, I feel like the best thing for Canelo right now is Jamal Charlo. And you know, I know if he doesn't accept it, I understand people are gonna call him a duck and stuff like that, but you gotta understand, you know, Canelo is more of a businessman. At the end of the day, he goes to whatever makes more sense to him. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's like some people might call it a duck, you know, as you can see that I posted, you know, but it's like, to me, I'm on the fence with calling it a duck or not, depending who he takes next. You know, and Triple G, you know, we love Triple G, don't get me wrong. He hits hard, he boxes well. You know, he did very good against Canelo both times, even though, you know, Canelo won the second one. He still did very good. He was an outstanding fighter. But here's the deal. The thing with Triple G is that, you know, he hypes up the fighters. He knows how to promote himself. So all he says is, you know, hey, man, come on, a big drama show. You know, he wants to, everything is a big drama show. Everything is a Mexican style. You know, he wants to promote himself like that. But then when it comes to the ring, he tries his best, you know, against Canelo, like the time that he was saying big Mexican style and all this stuff. But it just wasn't, like, it was there, but not really there. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. So anyway, my people, man, you know, I'm gonna cut this video short. Didn't want to make it too long. I got plenty of videos to do, a lot of things to talk about, and all I'm saying is that, you know, Canelo Alvarez has the offers are on the table. You know, but then again, I feel like he's not going to make a decision for some odd reason. I have a feeling that he might wait until after the Makabu fight, until whatever decision goes on there. I feel like if Makabu wins that fight, he might just go right back into renegotiations with Makabu and his team and see if he can get that cruiserweight fight for May. Because you got to remember, the time is running out. Canelo likes to fight on Mexican dates. May is not too far from now. So I feel like he's waiting until after that fight, because if Makabu wins, I feel like he will have Jamal Charlo, that 1-fight deal without Heyman. He'll have the 2-fight deal with Eddie Hearn, which is Dimitri Bivol and Triple G going for the 3rd time. And then not only that, if Makabu wins, I feel like he will also be able to renegotiate the deal between him and Makabu for the Cruiserweight Championship. You know, this is something amazing. I mean, hey, hats off to Canelo. If you go up to cruiserweight and you could pull that off, that's what's up. Because at the end of the day, the way I see it, it's a safety net. Because if he moves up, he's not losing. If he loses, he doesn't lose any championship status. He doesn't lose any belts. It's just another loss on his record. And the most people are going to say, which I know the Canelo fans are just going to say, hey, you got to give a man props for trying. You know, which is true. But at the end of the day, it's like, why would you go up to fight another division? And why would you ignore these fighters that are ready for you? So at the end of the day, my people, there's still many more fighters that I didn't mention that Canelo Alvarez could fight moving forward. But at the end of the day, I would like to know, what's your opinions? You know, what's your thoughts on it? Please drop it in the comment section. And in my next video, you know, of course, you know, any comments that I receive, I will pull up your comments. I will respond, and hopefully to see you for the next one. Listen, my people, be safe out there. At the end of the day, it's your boy Ramblin' TV. Have a good night. Please hit the subscribe button, hit that like. It always helps the video, and share if you feel need be to whoever it is that you want to share it to, your social media platforms. You want to share it to your YouTube platform, that's fine. You want to share it to, you know, your friends and family because they need to know about it, or you found this video interesting. Hey, by all means, that's cool, man. Have a good night, everybody. It's your boy Ramblin' TV, and I'm out.